Alright everyone, this one has really thrown Jared Holt for a loop. Apparently the pudding bowl haircut, also known as the mushroom cut, that's what we always called it up here anyway, from the 90s. You remember when you were a poor kid and you'd literally just basically cut flat around right above the ear or thereabouts, and that was your haircut, and it took like 2 minutes because your mom, was too poor to bring you to the barbershop. Literally my case, by the way, for a few years. No shit. You know that haircut, the beloved haircut from the 90s that every nerd had? That's a sign that you're a Nazi. Look at my hair, dude. I've got proof that I'm not a Nazi now. Fucking Holt, eat your heart out, dude. I'm a hippie and shit. I don't know what your problem is. But then the ADL has helpfully categorized this also as a Nazi symbol. So Obama's a Nazi, fucking basically everyone's a Nazi. Who hasn't been? So every person of Italian origin is certainly a Nazi. Just saying. Awful fucking lot of Nazis in this world. Lots of black Nazis, Jewish Nazis. Come on, dude. Do you really live your life looking for ways to be afraid of other people on a habitual basis? If you're the ADL, you don't. Here's the thing. They're just trying to make money. They're just trying to look for problems where there are no problems. Like the whole idea of cyber hate online, the far-right echo chamber, that's a bunch of bullshit, dude. None of that stuff is even real. It's a bunch of hyperbolic fear-mongering bullshit. It's no different than a DARE campaign for the modern era. Except that it's not modern. It's the same moral panic repackaged over and over by ignoramuses that are trying to exploit other people. Dude, even evangelicals used to do this in the 80s and 90s. Oh my goodness, there's a big problem with witchcraft in this country. We must stop it. Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, Violent Mario, Super Mario Brothers. After all, he takes drugs, in the literal sense. What do you think those fucking mushrooms are, dude? Yeah, he's not actually getting bigger. The only thing that's getting bigger is his cock. By the way, ask me to tell you the story of the Mario Party sex party idea that I had one time. I'll have to ramble about that at some day. Getting off topic here. No, come on. This is fear-mongering bullshit. It's no different than what we've heard before. Acid madness, reefer madness. Usually it's drug-related. Usually it's related to something that's novel. So the internet right now is still a novel thing. That's why they're packaging that and using that for their fear. They're talking to boomers who don't really know how to use the internet and convincing them that little Jimmy and little Sally are going to meet a bunch of friendly Nazis on there that are going to turn them into skinheads. Not going to happen. 99.999% of your kids going on the internet will be perfectly safe. If they meet any creepy losers, they'll ignore them, or they'll ridicule them, and then they'll become trolls. Which, by the way, is a good thing. Trolling's fun. Fucking get over yourself. Take it easy for a while. Have a little fun. God, life has to be so fucking boring to these fucking soccer moms all the time. You're not allowed to have a laugh at anything. You've got to be dour. You've got to be solemn and boring and stupid like they are. By that I mean the ADL fans. You're an idiot if you're a fan of the ADL. If you think that they have any usefulness whatsoever and have in the last decade, then you're sorely mistaken. The last time they had usefulness was when they developed, I think, weren't they the ones that developed Hate Watch? If I remember correctly, or they were partnered with the groups that were doing that. Very early on, it made sense, like, oh, well, here's, it was a novel, by the way, at the time, too. Here's a map of, like, the Ku Klux Klan centers in the country and stuff like that, and the black nationalist groups and the Christian identity movements and stuff. And I thought that was interesting, like in high school. Hate map or whatever it's called. Now, though, they're just shilling for money. They've become like Al Sharpton. They've sold out completely. They've lost any legitimate battles that they had. Look, actual, in real life hate movements are scarce as hen's teeth. Most people know that it's not a good idea to march around burning crosses or lynching effigies or shouting about killing white babies. Most people understand that. Most people aren't like that. Look, how is the ADL's claim any different than when I encounter a bunch of people who are like actual far-righters and they're like, well, minorities hate you, they're going to hang you high, they're going to kill every white person. How the fuck is that any different from the hyperbole I hear from the ADL? It's the fucking same shit, except the ADL has a bigger budget and can fly above board because they've managed to buy off a bunch of politicians so that it looks respectable. Dude, you've got politicians backing you. That makes you less trustworthy in my eyes, dude. Some random YouTuber literally wearing tinfoil on their head is probably more reliable than the ADL as a source of information anyway. Why do you think the ADL has devolved into saying that the mushroom cut of the 90s is associated with white nationalism. Now, I'm sorry. If I see someone with a mushroom haircut, my immediate inclination is their mind has been scrambled by too many inhalants and they're nostalgic for the 90s. They're poor, and so, they cut their own hair or something, in which case I'm not going to look down on them. I literally know what that's like. Or they just don't have any fashion sense. That's what I'm not going to sit there and assume, well, if a freaking neo-Nazi, I'm going to punch you in the head. Bash the fash. Are you nuts? It's crazy. So now, poor people that are like, I guess this is the ADL's way of saying it hates poor people or something. I'm glad, though, finally we can identify Nazis. I always thought that they would have, like, swastika tattoos, or a shirt that says white power, or they'd be wearing, like, combat boots and marching around with an assault rifle shouting about how they hate, Hispanics or something. I always thought that was a symbol of hate, but actually all along it was all those 90s kids I was around. I never knew that I was surrounded by Nazis. For a while, I guess they indoctrinated me. When I had the mushroom cut, I was a Nazi too, I guess. And of course everyone's done this, so, we're all part of a Hitler murder cult or something. Get real, dude. The moral panic is definitely real. It's the funniest shit, too, because there are people who are dumb enough to actually believe it. You have to be dumb to believe this. Pepe the Frog is a hate symbol. Well, no, 99.9% of its usage has to do with just memes. It's for the lulz. It's funny. The fact that someone made Hitler Pepe doesn't mean the symbol has been appropriated. So drinking milk is hate. Microaggressions. Everything under the sun. Not everything can be a racist symbol. By the way, there's an active movement. I happen to endorse this. You should do this all the time. The ADL's own symbol, they're trying to turn that into a symbol of white supremacy. That'd be awesome. Yeah, but appropriate the ADL's own symbol and acronym. Turn that into a hate symbol, please. That would work. What are they going to do? They're going to ban themselves from existing. Oh, anyone else using the ADL logo is probably a Nazi, except for us. Give us some fucking money. Fucking cut us a fucking check, dude, to fight hate. Give us money and we'll fight racism. No, you know how you fight racism? Open conversation, no censorship, and don't be a Nazi. Don't be a racist. Don't want to murder people of other races. It's as simple as that. It starts at home. Why don't you just fucking calm down? But the ADL doesn't want you to calm down. It wants your money. It desperately wants it. By the way, it has no problem with actual racist skinheads. And no. The ADL loves them. The ADL loves it when some person goes full 1488 and starts spewing crazy shit. Makes them a lot of money. Somebody does it, especially if it's caught on video and put on YouTube, goes viral or something. Oh, they get $1 million in crocodile tear donations from some small business logo. Oh my God, there's hate in our community. We better give the ADL some money. Quick, give them a check to stop this hatred. They'll send a tolerance diversity officer down here to talk to people about love beads and meditation. Feel good, hippie, trippy, NIMBY bullshit nonsense, fake leftism. That's basically what the ADL is. There's a fucking corporation, dude. Oh, we're a non-profit organization. Well, somebody's getting money. Where are the donations going to? Are they even a non-profit? I don't even know if they're registered as one. They shouldn't be allowed to be, since clearly they work with a bunch of multinational hawk firms that try to put little businesses out of business, but, that's the way it works. It's like when Right Wing Watch as well. We're not for profit. Oh, yeah, we don't take ad revenue. Yeah, okay, well, your parent company is too, technically, but they still get money somewhere. Oh, that's right, they get it literally from Soros. Oh, yeah, Soros is a non-profit too, wonderful dude. He totally isn't a vulture capitalist who makes his money by scheming and fomenting shit behind closed doors with a bunch of other dudes that smoke cigars and, go crazy every single day, a bunch of fucking modern robber barons. He's a wonderful dude. Yeah. Now he just wants to be able to sell heroin. That's his goal. That's about all. Peace out.